Welcome back to Absolutely Focused Radio podcast, the show where we dive deep into what it really means to take control of your life. Live with purpose, stay absolutely focused. I'm your host, Daniel Thabudd Nelson, and today we're going to tackle a subject that's close to my heart, breaking free from the chains of alcohol and reclaiming your life. If you're new to the show, thank you for tuning in. And if you're a returning listener, welcome back. This is a journey we're all on together. I'm glad to have you here. Now, let's talk about something real. If you ever struggle with alcohol, you know how it feels, like you're caught up in a cycle that you can't escape. You wake up, the first thing you think about is that drink. Maybe it's because you're in pain. Maybe it's because you're stressed. Or maybe it's because it's part of your routine. But here's the thing. What started as a way to cope has turned into a chain, and it's holding you back from living the life you want or the life you meant to live. You know, there's this thing they say in the tech world that when your computer freezes, you just need to restart it. But our lives don't come with a reset button, do they? You can't just hit Control or Delete and start over, but you can choose to break the cycle, to break the chains that alcohol has wrapped around you and start living again. It's not easy. I can tell you firsthand, it's not, but you could do it. In today's episode, we're going to explore what it takes to break free from alcohol's grip, how to rebuild your life, and why it's so important to stay focused on what truly matters. We'll talk about lies alcohol tells you, the damages it can do, and it will do, the steps you can take to reclaim your health, your happiness, and your future. Now, let me tell you something personal. There was a time when I thought I had everything under control. I was waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning with stomach pains, reaching that leftover drink from the night before, thinking if I had a little bit more, I'll be okay. But that's the trap, isn't it? It's a myth. Drink more of the same thing that hurts you isn't going to make you feel better. It just keeps you in the same cycle. What I didn't realize back then was every time I reached for the bottle, I was putting on a pair of bottle glasses that distorted my view of reality. They made me think I was okay, that I was coping, that I was handling life. But the truth was, I was numbing the pain, delaying the inevitable crash. But here's the good news. When you decide to take off those bottle glasses and put on some clear ones, you start to see things as they really are. You start to see people who truly support you, the ones who are there when the party's over, the ones who believe in you, even when you're struggling to believe in yourself. You see, support goes a long way. The life you live today is the life you pass on to the next generation. If you grew up in a home where alcohol wasn't an issue, why bring it to your life now? Why pass the burden to your kids? It's time to break the cycle, to be the change you want to see, to build a life that's not just about survival, but about thriving. So what does it take to break free from alcohol? It starts with a decision to take back control of your life. It's not about quitting for a day or a week. It's about making a commitment to yourself, to your future, to the people who matters most in your life. Quitting isn't the end. It's the beginning. It's the start of a new chapter, one where you no longer chained to a bottle, but free to live the life you were always meant to live. It's always about waking up each day with a clear head, with energy, with sense of purpose. I was lucky. I didn't suffer any major internal issues when I quit, but I knew I had to make changes to stay healthy. So I started a green diet, green leaf only. It wasn't easy. I love my chicken and rice and beans. But I knew that my health is my wealth. It's not funny, but it's true. And if I wanted to stay on this path, I had to make the necessary sacrifices. And that's what I want to leave with you today. Your health is your wealth. The choices you make today will determine the life you live tomorrow. So stop playing small. Embrace your abundance. Face your challenges head on and get back on your feet. Stronger, wiser, and ready to live the life you were always meant to live. Thank you for joining me on this episode on Absolutely Focused Radio podcast. If this episode resonates with you, please share it with somebody who might need to hear it. Remember, we're all in this together. And the more we support each other, the stronger we become. Until next time, stay focused, stay strong, and remember, you have the power to break the chains and reclaim your life. I'm Daniel Nelson, Daniel the Bud Nelson, and stay awesome.